Hey, how's it? Cowboy Balls here. How you doing? uh, how about them Cowboys? Cowboys beat the Patriots in overtime, 35-29, on a walk-off Dak to CeeDee Lamb. This game was exciting and frustrating all at the same time. Mike McCarthy is bruh, he's an idiot. To the one thing we couldn't afford to. I mean, we can go back and now we can say, oh yeah, we won the game though. But at that time, bro, it's like you give a young kid the most advantage thing that he can happen. He doesn't have to drive the length of the field. He's already in an advantage. Everything is money because it was basically in field goal range already. So you just gave him like instant confidence right there, and he put our defense in a bad spot going forward on that fourth down. And then while I on that, I'm gonna jump a little bit, but then when on the missed field goal, which I think if you go back and look, man, that if I think if looked like he tried to avoid the block kick, what his name Zerline. So if you go back, right, if Jerline would have kicked him the way he wanted to kick him, it would have been blocked. So I do believe that he tried to he tried to avoid the block kick and all that. But then that was a fourth and one, and we don't go for that one. And then on the game tying field goal drive, 20 seconds we call a timeout. You give the Patriots a little bit time left on the clock. It's like, but you never. I mean, especially the chunk plays that we was giving up. But I don't know. But yeah, um, the penalties. Yeah, there was some missed calls. I mean, that helmet to helmet on Dak, and then the goal line stand. The third and goal. This is the second time already we got screwed on the quarterback sneak play. So. Uh, But anyway, yeah, those. But then we still had some costly penalties. You cannot tell me no on that. So that's what kind of took Zeke out of the game a little bit. That kept Zeke out of rhythm because we was getting so much calls. Is that basically took Zeke out of the game. I mean Zeke though he made crucial plays, catches and runs. He we needed those plays when he did make them. Even Pollard too. So yeah. Even Coop that big that was a big play as well. Um, Defensively, man, we was giving so much chunk plays. I mean, how again we won the game, but when you go back and look, it's like we allowed 2 touchdowns in 7 plays. 2 touchdowns in 7 plays, bro. And it wasn't even turnover. I mean, well, that the first one, yeah, was turnover downs, but bro, thank goodness for Randy Gregory, bro. That was two league messaging sacks that you know. Yeah, but yeah, we was allowing still yet too much chunk plays, and Trayvon Diggs. Woo, that was a big play, and when you're a playmaker like that, sometimes that ball just finds you. It just wants to go to you, and it happens. And but then I gotta give Mac Jones credit for go back at him. After giving up that pick six, to go back at Diggs. Man, that's some guts. That I mean, maybe Diggs maybe was a little bit too aggressive, but at the same time too, because he took a horrible angle on that. So yeah. But yeah, on the game time field goal, man, what a play by Cedric Wilson. That was a clutch 4th and 4 play, bruh. And yeah, in overtime, and then Coop. That reminded me of the game 2 years ago. When he had we thought he had a catch, and he it ended up coming out. It wasn't a catch, and all that. But he had a that was a big time catch as well. But yeah, that Dak to CD play, man. And you know it's funny. Cowboy Face brought this up. The last time we beat the Patriots was, you know, was in 1987, and that's so funny for me because that is like that's the Herschel Walker played a 60-yard touchdown in overtime. Um, that's one of my favorite plays of all time too. So to do that nearly what 34 years later, bruh, what a way to get a win again in that stadium. Uh, before I go, yeah, before I go, I gotta give it up to Biotic, man. That guy. That shows that he's willing to work. He's willing to get better. There was not one snap issue that he was playing his heart out. Connor Williams was this is his turn to struggle this game, but be honest, man. That I wasn't like I said, I wasn't nitpicking on. I wasn't killing the kid, but like the belief system I have in him. I think he can be a very good player. Um, you know, he he proved that he can get better. I mean, especially in a hostile crowd like that, you call in you call in the protection signals and all that kind of stuff, bruh. That 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 is that is a that is hard work. That's a guy that willing to work and willing to want to get better and all that. And the buy couldn't come at a better time. Tyron Smith, his issues, and then now Dak, with that calf. That one I think is just because the ankle, same leg as the ankle, so I think that it's being extra cautious with that. But a lot of guys get to rest. Anyway, that's my video. Whew. Yeah, I think I'll go back to sleep. All right, mahalo for watching. Paniola boys, who you with? You know who I'm with. I'm with the Dallas Cowboys.